Good morning, everybody. We're back at her again. Actually, I've been at it for a while. It's only just after 6 in the morning right now. June something. I don't even know. But I haven't been videotaping much. Or really, none at all lately. Because some other reasons. But now if you guys see, got the front fascia on it. Front soffit up there. Along with the vents. So I got it all vented. Got this fascia on it. And that fascia there. That weird piece I had to make. I still got that one up there I gotta put on. I got the back fascia to do. And beginning in June, yours are it's warmer than this out. It's only about 40 degrees out right now. But got quite a bit of work to do. Got a window to go in there. Right now I just got the fire back going. And cooking some coffee. We're gonna get back at her. Catch you guys up in a little bit. So good morning everybody again. It's the next day. Sorry I didn't videotape again. I'll get you up to speed. I've been working 10 to 12 hour days last few weeks on this. Not just on this part, but on the whole thing. So I got the fascia up here. Major, come on. I got the fascia up here. So I got them pieces up there. Maybe I showed this yesterday. I don't remember. Anyways, so I got that. And yesterday and a little bit this morning, it's about 7 o'clock this morning. It started about 6. Working on this here. I gotta cut my weird pie-shaped piece there and finish screwing them down. It was starting to look like rain, so I thought, well, I'll hurry up and start working on this. Yesterday I went on the inside. I framed them in. I cut them out, put them in there. I have a level that beeps at me when it's completely level. It'll go beep, 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 beep when it's all level. So that's how I leveled in the windows. I think it looks really good with these windows in here. I said before, I haven't been videotaping much because it takes up a lot of time. Any YouTuber would say it takes up a lot of time to videotape. So, Major, quit. So I have not been videotaping that much. I'm trying to get this thing sealed in at least. Building inspector called. It's coming up on a year. He wanted to know if I had this thing done yet. So it's kind of crunch time. I got to get it done. Which I got to finish doing the chinking. I got to get the doors on it. Got to get the trim around the windows. All that before I can get my inspection done. See how much more brighter it is in here? You guys probably can't tell with the video, but I did start. I got a couple sheets of insulation up there. I started on that. Might jump back to this in the morning here. I did notice up there, it gets pretty warm up there during the day. Yeah, liking them windows, and then I got sliders so that I got sliding windows so that you open them up and you get big breeze come through here. And there'll be one more window that's right there. It's going to go up on the loft part, so we're going to breeze all the way through and let some light up there. So the goal this week is to, I think I got enough insulation of the foam insulation to do the rest of the rafters, this side and this side, get them all in there. Get my other window in, probably. And then I want to obviously finish the other side fascia that I showed you. I want to work on the soffits on this side. Oops, don't walk on that. Get the soffits. I can't get them in because I ran out of black paint. My wife's supposed to bring in more. But yeah, like I said, the building inspector, you got a year and then you got to get an extension. And I got to get the soffits in, get the fascia back here, get the fascia on the sides, get the rest of the chinking on, get the doors on, get the window trim on. So there's a lot to do. I also got to finish sanding the inside. We started on that last weekend. Now I also got to finish in the gable ends before I get my final. So that's why I haven't been taping much, because I've been working 10 to 12 hour days. Doesn't seem like much, but when you're using talking tape measure and levels that beeps at you and stuff, it goes a little slower. Major. So liking how it coming out so far. Them two up there, where that fascia piece needs to go on, and then I'm gonna have one over here needs to go on. Not sure at all how I'm gonna do them. I think I might just have somebody else do them, because that's way up there. I think I figured it's 22 feet up, and then if you put a ladder on the gable end there, you're reaching out 3 foot, because there's 3 foot overhang. Taking a chance of flopping over backwards. Put your ladder up on the rafter, then your ladder's right in the way of where you gotta work. So somebody else can do that. I don't feel like falling from 22 feet. So I'll try to get it videotaped a little more. I'm not sure exactly where I put my tripod, but here somewhere. So I'm gonna drink some more coffee and figure out which one. I might as well finish up the other fascia on the other side, get that finished up. So that's done. Okay guys, so the most important thing, some people might argue with me, but basically, the most important thing on fascia is to overlap each other. As the water runs down, you want it to overlap the other one. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And come down. You can do it with a bunch of pieces. You can make it look all fancy. This ended up a weird piece there. I did the best I could with what I had. And as some of you guys might not be happy because I haven't been putting out videos, but YouTube doesn't pay me absolutely nothing. I get nothing from YouTube. I get no sponsors. None of them, what are they called, where people send you money. I forget what that's called that YouTubers have. I don't get nothing from it. So that's why I kind of stepped away from YouTube a little bit. I still want to do videos because I enjoy going back and I look at the progress that I did here of putting in the driveway, clearing this, building this. I'd like to look back. So if anything, it's for me. I look back on what I did. This whole channel was supposed to be about, because I'm legally blind. And yes, I can walk around fine. I see blurry objects, so I know to go around it. I have a talking tape measure, a level that beeps at me, and what I can do with my vision to help people out. Help people, you know, get off the couch and go out and do something. Just because you got a disability, you can still do things. So that's what the channel was kind of about. Yes, this was always my dream to build this off-grid cabin. So this is what I'm doing. So the channel kind of went more that way. But like, getting back to what I was saying, that YouTube pays me nothing. A lot of people make money on YouTube. I make nothing. So I'm kind of trying to get this all sealed in and get it done for the permit. So I'm not showing a lot of the building because as I'm doing things, because it takes up a lot of time to do all this. I got to move the camera. I got to make sure it's showing and and the editing takes a long time. So all that takes a long time, and right now I don't have a lot of time. I mean, it's just after 8 in the morning. I started at 6 this morning, and I got a lot of work to do. Like I said, that rear soffit's got to be done. It's got to be notched for all them logs. That's probably going to take me just a day to do, what, 3.5 pieces back there. That would probably take me over a day. And then the fascia, and then the gable ends, another window, the chinking, the doors, the trim, and I don't have much time to get it done. Yeah, they gave me an extension on my permit, but I got to get it done. So that's basically what I'm getting at, you guys. So I'm trying to show you steps as I go, as I get time of, okay, this is what I did. I mean, yes, I would like to videotape and show everything, but let's say, like I just finished up that fascia this morning. Well, I had some of it on there, but I finished up the rest. If I would have videotaped me making my template of making that piece, and then cutting out the cardboard, and then rechecking it, and then putting it on the piece of tin, and cutting that, and then checking that, and doing all that. If I would have videotaped every step of that, it would have took me 4 times as long to get that done. This would have, I got it done in about an hour, and if I would have videotaped all that, yes, it would have been nice information, nice to know, but it would probably took me until 11 o'clock. So that's what I'm getting at. That any YouTuber, you can ask them, it takes a long time to videotape everything you're doing. And yes, I'd like to show that, but time's not my friend. It's just me. My wife comes up here sometimes on weekends to help out, but it's also her time kind of to relax. So I kind of relax with her. We do get some done, but a lot of times it's what I can get done. I still have to, the loft that's in there, none of them boards are screwed down. Everything's just laying there. So I still have to do all that. There's a lot to do. The wood stove's got to go in here. This all got to be done this year. And basically it's June, I don't know, beginning of June. I don't know what the date is. And we basically got July and August, and you better be kind of getting prepared, getting your firewood ready by then. So sorry about the rambling on, but that's where I am. So that's where I'll just keep showing you guys steps as I go along. I wish I could show it all, because there is funny parts where I keep dropping things. Well, not funny for me, I get frustrated, but either way, that's what's going on. I'll show you what I can. Thank you guys. I don't mean to keep rambling on, you guys, but like, also while I'm building this, I got the dog to take care of. Well, he pretty much entertains himself, besides sticks and rocks that he wants you to throw for him, but still gotta walk him every once in a while. Well, he pretty much gets his exercise, but I got the fire I gotta maintain because I gotta cook on it. Coffee in the morning. I'm not complaining, but to get water is 5 miles away. I have no water here. So I can drive the side by side. Yes, I got bad vision, so I got to drive about 2 miles an hour, maybe 5 at the most, and load up jugs. And so that's 5 miles an hour. So that's an hour there. Figure a half hour loading up water. That's 2.5 hours just for me to go get water. Somebody that can see, I mean, that's no big deal. And it's so much easier for somebody who can see to major something. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying the facts of why things are taking me longer. And then, like a board, I can line up a board. Yeah, this end seems good. Put a screw in it, and then I find out this end's off because I can't see the other end. People don't realize stuff like that I run into all the time that I have to deal with. So it takes me slower. It takes me longer to get projects done. And then me trying to videotape on top of it. And the editing for other people is a lot easier than it is for me. There's a lot of things people add in there that I have no idea how to do. Like you can get a laptop with editing on it. Well, I can't use that laptop. I don't know. I do know how to type, but I don't know what's on the screen, what's going on. Like I showed in other videos, I take my phone, I plug it into I think it's a 55-inch TV, and I'm this far in front of it to do my editing, and my phone's talking to me, so I know what's going on then. But you don't have a laptop that talks to you yet. I don't know why they don't come out with one, but that would make sense. But so that's why my editing isn't the greatest, and I get it that people want better quality videos and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get there. I've looked just this winter. I was back looking at 2 or 3 year old videos. I'm like, wow, those videos are horrible. So last summer the videos were better, a little bit better. They're not as good as what I'd like them to be, but they are horrible. But I'm gonna leave them on there because that's the only footage I have of putting in the driveway. What we did, yes, I wish I would have got more videotaping of that. But seeing how thick it was, and now we had a semi in here hauling in all this lumber. So we opened up the driveway. It was me, my wife, 2 shovels, and a chainsaw in the side-by-side. We put in the driveway. I mean, the driveway is over 800 feet long. And so all these people I see I'm on these Facebook group sites of people on off-grid pages and stuff that, well, I read the other day, I got property, where do I even start? Well, you know where I started? I started not even with property, I just had a camper. I lived in it. 4.5 years I lived in a camper off-grid. I mean, I think I paid $2,300 for it. It had a leak, I patched it, which never did stop leaking, and put a wood stove in there, and I lived in northern Michigan in a camper for years. And I also saved up money. It was a great way to save money, and I ended up buying this property. But my whole plan was to buy this property and then move my camper up here. I mean, it's not hard, you guys. You just need shelter, heat, back to the basics. I mean, you don't have to get everything right away. I mean, I got a cheap solar system from Harbor Freight. It works. It's not great, but it works. And then we figured out where to get water. There's a Artesian well 5 miles away. So that's where I get water. Or when somebody else goes to town, hey, fill these jugs up for me. But I don't really like that water, so I stick to artesian well. Yeah, some point in time, we're going to have well here, but it's all in due time. So, I mean, yeah, I could pay somebody to do a lot of this. My buddy did help me. That's a builder, set the rafters and stuff like that. I didn't know how to do any of that. I would have did it, right or wrong. I would have got it done, but probably would have been wrong, not right. But either way, I'm just saying, you guys, this all takes time, and it takes a lot more time for me with my vision than it does for anybody else. So, like 10 acres for 10,000. That's one of my videos. That was just saying I bought this for that price. I got a hell of a deal. Even the locals say it should have went for 25. But that video, because of the way I titled it, I think is up to 80-some thousand views. And obviously people don't watch a whole entire video because everyone's leaving comments that they want to buy it. It's like, it was for sale. That's what I bought it for. So, I don't know what I'm getting at there, but either way, I got some videos that's got thousands of views, but I'm sorry, I'm apologizing that my videos aren't as good as other people's, basically. You can look at other people. Yeah, it's great what they're doing, but try doing that when basically you take a piece of wax paper, my one eye is totally dead, my left eye, and you take a piece of wax paper and you cover it up over your face, and that's what I can see. And that's why I'm doing this stuff with a piece of wax paper basically in front of me. Doesn't matter if it's right here or if it's 20 feet away, I can't see it. Well, if it's 20 feet away, I can't see it at all, and that's completely gone. So, I'm doing what I can here. Like I said, I don't have any sponsors. YouTube doesn't pay me nothing. I don't have any of them whatever those other people are that sends you money. I'm not asking for money. I'm just here videotaping this. I'm hoping to help out other people with disabilities to get out there and do something. And it's also documented for me that I can go back and look at it. I can show my grandkids when they're, well, I guess my grandkids are already in their teens and 20s, but I can go back and show them 20 years from now, look, this is what we did. So that's why I document a lot of it. Yes. Would it be great if YouTube paid me? Yeah, that would be great. I got enough subscribers now, but I don't have enough view time. So it is what it is. I'm going to get back to work and quit talking. Probably need to check on the fire and probably put on some bug spray because they're getting pretty bad. And I'll keep on showing you as I go here. Or catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, you guys, I'll show you this here. That's my talking tape measure. So,
including, not including case, 0 inches.
That's the problem that I run into.
17 and a half inches.
Now it's working perfect.
17 and 3/8 inches.
The 17 3/8. Just a minute ago, before I set the camera up, it was telling me this was 2,000 inches. Must be a guy talking or something. That's 2,000 inches. I don't know. It was being all
0 inches.
Now it's correct.
34 and a half inches.
So
23 and 11/16 inches.
6,
23
24,
and 5/8 inches.
30,
23 and 3/8
30, 31 and a half.
23 and 3/8 inches. 24 and 13/16 inches. 28 and a quarter inches. 30 and 9/16 inches. 32 and 5/16 inches. 31 and 5/16 inches. 24 and 5/16 inches. 29 and 5/16 inches. 31 and 5/8 inches. 31 and 5/8 inches. 24 and 13/16 inches.
So whatever reason, blue sticks out really well. So I use a blue marker. I gotta go like this to see it, but I can tell there's a mark there. But even like getting one of these pens, my pen was running out. It's a big deal to get another one. I found this one, but it's broken. So I've showed this before.
29 and 15/16 inches. 33 and 9/16 inches. 32 and 5/16 inches. 31 and 7/16 inches. 31 and 5/8 inches. 2 and 13/16 inches.
I was at 2 and 13/16.
0.
Try this again then.
31 and 5/16 inches. Minus 1/16 of an inch.
I think my tape measure is getting pretty wore out, is what it is. See, that's what I do. I write it on here. I don't know if you can see that, but then I gotta go like this to read it. If I was in black, I wouldn't be able to read it. So, I know I've shown this in other videos, but what I do, line that one up with that mark. Down here, line that up with that mark. almost my finger. I think that's right. So now that I got that, see, I want to keep that side. Counterweight. Okay, so you guys, I know from this blade to this guard is 1.5 inches on this particular saw. I checked it several times. So what I did, I wanted 2 foot 10 inches, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I got it written down somewhere. Anyway, so figured out what I wanted. 2 foot. Yeah. Figured out what I wanted, and then I added another 1.5 inches. So that means where I made my mark was another 1.5 inches, which makes up for this. And I make my mark, and I put this down as a guide. So this will ride right against it and make my cut straight. But sometimes it rides up, sometimes it, but this is the easiest way I found to do it. So I cut a little bit, I check it, make sure that the guide's still against it. Cut a little more. And cut into the sawhorse. So now this should be, I did cut into it. I just made that cut, so let's see.
Not including case. 1/16 of an inch. 30 inches.
30 inches, that's what I wanted.
17 and 1/8 inches. 30 inches.
30 inches. Exactly what, let's check my board now.
Of an inch.
Which board did I write it on? Where's that? This one. This one?
Turning off in 5 seconds.
So I got 2 foot 10 minus 4 inches. That's for the soffit or the venting, and the 2 inches. 2 inches of venting, 2 inch strip beyond that. So I minus 4. So I wanted 2 foot 6 is what the overall piece need to be. Whatever reason, I was hitting buttons trying to clear that out. It's on inches now. So 2 foot 6 is 30 inches. You just heard me measure it, 30 inches. Now, if my measurement's right, it should fit. So, if you guys are wondering, that's how I cut. You see how much longer this takes me than it takes anybody else. But, it is what it is. Let's move on. Now I showed you the fascia's done. Or soffit, I mean. And the fascia's done here. But not all the way up there. I can't do the fascia on this side until I do the soffit, which my wife's bringing me up a can of flat black paint. So I can do them. I got the boards all cut sitting here on the porch. Everything's kind of a mess right now because it's a construction site and I'm trying to get things done. But I also did get all the foam insulation. I mean, you've seen the loft part, that has the loft part done. like I said, there's a 1 inch air gap behind there that's spaced 1 inch. So from the end of soffits that are vented, the air will come up, come out, and breathe through my ridge. And then on top of this will be 6 inch rolled insulation. It's giving me a R value of 20 something. I don't remember. This is R6. And then you get rolled insulation in different R values. So I don't remember. It's R20 something is what it ends up to be. And then I got knotty pine to go over this. Once the rolled insulation's here. So I'm finally need to get up here in the loft to work, but all that foam insulation was up there. So I had to get that out of the way, and I'm slowly working that way so I can work on things up here. I still need to screw all the floor down for the loft. Yeah, everything's just laying there. So that's something else I gotta do. Yeah, everything's a mess in here right now. I'm cutting all this foam board and everything. I also took a break from this for a minute because I was getting frustrated and went and I've been piling this wood up. It's been here a little over a year now. But there's all this wood. This is all from the build site. A lot of this is hard maple and yellow birch. So I cut a bunch, split it, stacked in this old trailer that I got. So I still got all that to clean up too. Trying to get all this stuff cleaned up. Last year, remember there was a big brush pile here. I've been slowly burning that last year. But yeah, I brought my log splitter up, which I had. So I did that because, as you see, this wood, it's still pretty wet, even though it's been cut a year ago. So as you cut it, split it, and stack it, it will dry so much quicker, so it'll be ready for this winter. So as the summer heats come through, it will then dry this wood. Which also reminds me I need to get busy working on the wood shed, which you've seen in another video. I started building over there with them posts. Well, I'm going to pull them maple ones out of there. Use pine instead. One of the neighbors gave me some trusses. They're like 9'6" to the load point. I don't know why they're such oddball, but that's what they are. Anyways, he gave them to me. They should be, he said he'll bring them by this weekend sometime. So a couple more days, and then I can figure out, I think I'll use them for the woodshed. Nothing better than free trusses. And then I'll use some pine. State of Michigan, as long as you're under 200 square feet, you don't need a permit. So my woodshed will be small enough, I don't need a permit for that. So that's another project I gotta do. But the cabin build, like I was saying, I'm in crunch mode right now, trying to get everything done because they're bugging me about the permit, about getting it finalized. Which is, yeah, I got the foam backer in here. The grip strip, which some of it's sagging because I didn't staple it good enough. Gotta get the window on here, get the gable ends done, get the trim around the windows and the doors on it, and then I think I'm ready for the final. Okay guys, so it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there. Well, I think I'm gonna shut it down a little bit early today, but I got this vent in. Need to get some black paint to touch it up, by the way, spraying that this weekend to vent the basement down here. Another one's going on the other side. I did a bunch of cleaning up, arranging. It doesn't look like it. I'll do more cleaning tomorrow, but still kind of a mess in here. I've been working on sanding all these logs to get that done. There was a lot of mess up there in the loft. So I cleaned all that. But yeah, I've been working on sanding all these. One project at a time. Actually, I usually work on about two at a time. When I get sick of one, I move on to the other one. So, yeah, I think I'm going to shut it down, kind of relax a little bit. These last few weeks, I've been wearing myself out. So, probably catch you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm just now getting some dinner going. Got some venison burger on here. I might throw some venison steaks on too, get them cooking. But they got them cooking. I always said I wasn't going to be one of them guys that shows you cooking over a fire, because to me it's not that big a deal, but people seem to go nuts over it. So let me know if you want to see more of me cooking over a fire, or think about throwing some potatoes and onions and carrots and stuff down in the coals wrapped in tin foil, kind of a hobo pile. Um, but yeah, this is how we cook every time we're here. So I got venison burger going. Oh, and by the way, that's all we eat is venison. So we don't buy food. We don't buy meat from the store. I bought a pig from a local guy, and that's been butchered. We got our venison. So I don't think that stuff in the store is any good for you. Anyways, so yeah, I got venison burger cooking here with my special concoction of seasoning. And I'm going to eat that and stuff myself, I guess. Catch you guys in the morning. Hey guys, so I've been working on the inside sanding, which I hate, and the generator running and all that. But anyways, I read somewhere, or somebody said one time, that when you don't know what to do, or you kind of in between projects, go around and clean everything up, which is a really good point. Go clean everything up and then put everything away so you know where it is. Otherwise, you're tripping over lumber, you're tripping over everything and cords and everything. So it's nice, just kind of clean it up, put it away, you know where it's at. And that was really good advice that somebody told me one time. Just clean everything up. Yeah, I got a little bit on the sawhorses, but cleaned up the porch and everything. There was a bunch of lumber up in the loft. I moved all that. So, honestly, you guys, today's Friday, and I am pretty beat for the last few weeks of working a lot. It seems like I'm not getting a lot done, but I am. It's always slow going, especially when you can't hardly see and you're using talking tape measure, so that sometimes gets all funky. But yeah, it's getting there slowly but surely. I put one piece up here. I can't see it, but you guys probably see it. I'm thinking go down like that. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Because that's going to be on the gable ends too. I'm thinking do the porch too. Might as well make it all. But now I got to figure out the angle of the roof. Well, I know that's 10-12. And that's 5 or 6-12 is the porch. So a lot of angle cutting. I had to get the chop saw for that. But yeah, we're trying to get a lot of this done. Once we get the inside logs finished sanding, stained, and there's something else that's got to go over it. I forget what it's called. I'm drawing a blank. But once we get that done, we can start working more on the inside. And then that'll be kind of finished up. Other than you seen I got the foam up in the rafters, but I got to do rolled insulation over that. That's R6. I might have said this already. up there. Yeah, I already said that. Anyways, I think I'll wrap this up. I got a few things I gotta do. I'm sure there's a few things the wife wants to do this weekend. So remember, don't let your disability hold you back. Get out there and do it. It's a lot of work, but this thing's done. It's gonna be really nice. Thank you guys watching. Remember, share it, like it, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. We'll catch you on the next one.